Hey guys, Jennifer here. I'm so excited to share with you some snippet clips that I've been working on. I've been working on these snippet clips and paper clips. I had posted some snippet clips that I created along with some paper clips for some junk journals that I'm creating, and I wanted to share with you my inspiration and kind of my process. So this beautiful little snippet clip was created by Doreen. She had it in her Attic Treasures kit and I just fell in love with it. She had it as her package decoration and I just like immediately wanted to make these. So you can see these are on these hair clip type things, and I thought that was such a great idea. I have some of the other ones and then I have some of these. So you can use whatever clips that you have on hand. So I kind of like looked at all of the stuff that she did. She did a lot of work to make even the back look pretty. She added some wedding dress applique or some kind of applique in the back, and I was just like, wow, she did a lot of work, a lot of layers on here, a lot of work. And then really cool fabric. It looks really vintage in the back, and lots of different appliques and pieces that she put on here. Little tiny pieces and this little crown piece and some millinery flowers. So I mean, she did an amazing job. So you can see I was truly inspired by Doreen's work. I mean, these are just so cute. I had 3. I'm not even sure what happened to the other one. Yeah, I created those. I posted them on my Facebook and in OohLaLa Vintage Treasures Facebook group. And these are the paper clips that I also created. So I cut out some papers from Tales of You and Me to make the paper clips. Also from Stamperia Old Lace. I brought in some wedding dress applique from my stash, some pieces of punches from book paper and glitter paper. I also included some things from Doreen's Attic Treasures kit, as well as some linen here from my stash to kind of be the base of the snippet clips. The paper is the base of the paper clips. And then I have some of these like pieces of material from the Attic Treasures kit. And this is some like vintage tulle, and then some of this really cool fabric. I love the mesh and the pattern on there, which is really cool. The flocking on there. I am going to just kind of, last thing, I also cut out some, I guess some of these words. And this is from a printable that I purchased off of Etsy. It's called Shabby Tag Shop, and they are tickets, but I loved the words and the background, so I cut them out. You can still use them as tickets and print as many as you want. I will leave the link below to that. But let's get started on these snippet clips. So Doreen called them a snippet clip because we were in a swap in the group. We made some snippet collages for the swap, and so she thought how fun would it be to make a little tiny one and put it on a clip. I just cut up some random sizing pieces of this linen. I am just gonna kind of fray the edges a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and put down a little bit of this hot glue here. Now you can use E6000. I love E6000 for metal type of work. So if this does not hold for you, then I would use a better glue like E6000, but this should be fine. Okay, and then I took a piece of like this particular thing here. So remember, I'm not doing anything perfect because it doesn't look right if it's perfect. You want it to look frayed kind of at an angle a little bit. I'm kind of putting it at an angle there. So it's not a perfect square, because the parts that are going to be peeking out are going to be on the edge. Okay, and then I added, let me see, I have some lace that I want to add. So you can add a piece of lace to this. I'm thinking, I'm not sure if I want to add that particular piece of lace. So I have some lace that I have from past OohLaLa kits, and I kind of, if I don't use them, I put them in just a little OohLaLa box. It's just a shabby chic box that I have all my trims, and I have material in one and I have trims in another. So I'm gonna put this kind of like off to the edge there. Just add a little bit of glue. What I do is I tack down, just because I may not like it after I'm done. And if there's too much glue, it's a lot more difficult to take apart and be able to salvage some of the items. So I'm kind of just adding some things here. I also thought about adding some of this piece of, this is a die cut from Prima Leaves, and I thought that would be kind of cute to add on to this. So, whoops. Let's go ahead and add that on. Actually, I want it down a little bit farther because I kind of want the bottom of this leaf to be kind of peeking out. And I used a little bit of Vintage Photo Distress ink around this. This is like a white glitter paper that I cut it out of. So I like that so far. And then let's see, let's add Hope to this one. I like that. Okay, so I have some millinery flowers right here from Tim Holtz, and I'm going to add those. I'm going to add these right over here. Add a little bit of glue and then hide your stem. And if you have to cut it shorter, then you can cut it shorter, but and I like to add like a grouping of at least 3. I think I'm going to go ahead and put this down. Okay, and then I want to add this Hope here. And I already had, you know, cut it down and then distress the edges with a little bit of Vintage Photo. I'm going to put that down there. And let's see. I have some, like I keep little trinkets from OohLaLa in these drawers from like Dollar Tree, so that I can, you know, pull things out and use them as I need it. This one, let's see, this was from the Christmas kit, but I like these little crowns like she had put on there, right? So I kind of like it down there. That would be cute. So let's go ahead and add that. Let me just make sure I've got it where I want it. And I feel like it needs something here. A little heart would be cute. Put that on there. Let's see. I don't know if it needs anything else. So you do this one. I think I am going to add this little piece here. To kind of have a double heart there. So let's add a little bit of the E6000 glue on just that top part there. I didn't want the glue to show, so I didn't add a whole lot of hot glue at the top. So give yourself enough time for that to dry. But I think that looks really cute. Now let me just make sure these are staying in there. And there we go, we have a little snippet clip. Isn't that cute? So you can clip that onto like your journals, your planners, your projects. You could even just clip it onto packaging like Doreen did. So let's make another one real quick. Hope you don't mind. Can create another one. All right. Add a little bit of glue to the clip here. Making sure you do not clip or glue your clip together shut. That would not be cool. Okay. Then I think I'm going to use this really cool fabric that Doreen included. I absolutely adore this fabric, and it's going to run out because I'm using it. And I can't help it, because I love it. I will use every piece of this fabric. Okay, add a little bit of glue there. There we go. Okay, so I have this little piece of lace that I had in my stash from the OohLaLa stash, and I am going to add this to the clip. Let's see here. I'm going to clip this flower out. Okay, and I'm going to lay that on here. That looks really cute. Go ahead and put that down here. And I can use these little bits on a different piece of something else or a different clip or something. Let's see, what else can we put on there? I'm trying to work with just what I have around here, you know, and from the kit here. Let's see. Wow, I love this little piece of trim. Let's see, what else do I have? Okay, so I have this doily from the kit, and I really want to use a piece of this on here. I really want this to hang off the bottom. So, I'm not sure if I like that. Let's see what else we have. I think I want to add this piece of lace. I should have added that first. See how I have to like, this is why I only tack things down. Add this piece here. Let's see here. I'm going to take this and move it. Now, I was using my Fabri-Tac, but for the sake of this video, I am using hot glue. Okay, that gave me another little layer there. I don't like that. So let's see. I think I'm going to add this piece of applique from the wedding dress. I am doing this devotional on courage, and I think that is... Sorry about that, guys. My camera had shut off and I didn't realize it till after I had already put down this courage and these two hearts and then this little flower that I had gotten on from this trim here. I cut it off. So I was thinking that it needs a little something up here. It definitely needs some little bit of sparkle. So I was gonna see what I had in my OohLaLa drawer here. Doreen always puts these really pretty sparkle pieces from like vintage clothing and stuff like that in there, and I just think that is so cool. I love to add those pieces of vintage elements to my projects. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of this art glitter glue. For some reason, I really like this for metal pieces, little small metal pieces. I'll take just a little bit to dry there. And let's see. Add one of those flowers there. I think that'll be good. So there you go, guys, another little snippet clip that you can add to your projects. So you can see how fun these are to create and how quick you can put them together once you have all the little pieces here. And I'll just show you real quick how to make these little tiny paper clips. Okay, so I had already attached it. So what you're gonna do is, this is about 1 inch. This one that I did is 3/4 of an inch, okay? I just used a little tiny stapler. I have like this little tiny stapler that you could use, the tiny attacher from Tim Holtz or whatever little staple. If you don't have a stapler, you can just put a small piece of glue in between, because you're cutting the paper at 4 inches or however long. If you want this longer, if you want double flags, you can do that too. I just did one. You could do 4 inches by 1 inch, and this one is 4 inches by 3/4 of an inch, okay? And then I have this little piece from the kit, as well as this one. Remember, whatever way you decide you're going to put your paper clip in, you're going to slide it over because it's going to be double-sided, right? So you have to decide which way you want your paper clip to go. Let's see if I have... These are the smaller size paper clips, and I'm using those just because that's what I have on hand. You can use the larger ones as well. So you see that fits in there, the 1 inch one, okay? And then you're just gonna take the staple and go over here. Now, I was inspired by a lot of the ladies on YouTube. Crafty Irina started these flags for your, well, at least that's who I saw first. I know there's a lot of people that have tutorials on these out there, and they're different ideas, and everybody has a different way of crafting and creating, and it's fun to watch everybody's different style and their take on different things. So it's a lot of fun. So I do try to give credit where I see. I just, I'm really bad with names, guys. I'm really sorry. I will definitely get you some names. Let's see. So on this one, I didn't use any lace. I think it covers up too much. So I'm going to use this. No, I'm going to go back to this. I love this stuff. So cut that in half. Okay. Do I have it on the right side? I'm not even sure. So I love when all those little fibers hang off and they're kind of tattered. Okay. And then I just added, let's see, I added a piece of this. Oh, I know what I did at the top there. I added some seam binding. And since I'm not sure what I did with my seam binding, I'm going to add this tiny piece of lace trim at the top. Okay. Whoops. So this is really great for scraps, guys. If you have little pieces of things, challenge yourself to create something with just those little scrap pieces. Let's see. That's kind of big. I used this little tiny flower. Let's see. I used it from a trim. No, I think it was a piece of applique that I had from one of Doreen's kits. Excuse me. Okay. So I keep her little applique bits in a box as well. And this was what I got it off of. Let's use this one. Or is that just as big as that other one? Might be. That's okay, let's do it at. There we go. Oops. And then let's see, what else do we want? I added those hearts again. Those are so cute. You know what? I have this little button I want to add. I'll add it there, I want to add it over here. I am going to add these hearts because they're just too stinking cute. So, Violet, Paper Made Pretty, here on YouTube, she gifted me this cute little punch that does these cute little hearts. So out of my leftover book pages, I added, or I punched out these little hearts, and oh my gosh, they're so adorable. Let's see here. I normally like to add some thread there, but that's okay for this time since we are kind of on a time crunch. We'll just add it without. And then we need a piece of rhinestone. Let's see what I have in here. This drawer is so fun to look at. So I decided what I'm going to do is add the word inspire up here. Okay. And I'm going to add this cute little flower in the middle of this one. Give some dimension there, and then add a little piece of this rhinestone. Let's see, where do I want it? Yeah, I think I want it there. Oh, this little guy is going to be difficult. There we go. And there we go. We have a cute little paper clip. So these are the little clips I made, guys. They think they turned out super cute. Remember, you can just use what you have in your stash and cut up little bits and use little punches and little embellishments, and then you can add them to your projects. This is what inspired it all, Doreen's snippet clip, and these are my little snippet clips and my little paper clips. So I hope you enjoyed, guys, and thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk to you again real soon. Bye-bye for now.